In this video, I'm taking a look at assignment 5.1 on your WAMAP. So notice that we're solving an equation in this case. Whenever you're solving equations, I do recommend that you write things down on paper. So I will be making note about how to actually show the math over here. Although admittedly, a lot of them probably will be simple enough in this assignment where you might be able to do them in your head. But on the other hand, if you're watching this video, it's probably because you ran into a question along the way. And so you might need to actually write it out, because by writing these things out, we take more time and more care in doing it. And we also remember it better. All right, so there's my original equation like I wrote it down on my paper. In order to get C by itself, which is our goal here because we're trying to figure out what C equals, we need to get rid of the 9. And right now, it's 9 plus C. That is, there's a positive 9 here. And I need to get rid of that positive 9. So I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. And so 16 minus 9 is going to give me 7. 9 minus 9 over here on the right side, notice, is 0. And so it'd be like 0 plus C. But of course, we don't have to write 0 plus C. We just say, oh, 0 plus anything is itself. So it's just C. And so notice then, 7 equals C. That is my final answer. So I just type in 7 is my answer and submit it. A little side note here, notice my variable ended up on the right side. That's okay. It doesn't have to be written as C equals in order for it to be the same thing. Whether the C is on the left or on the right, as long as it's by itself, it's all good for you. All right, on to our next problem where we have 4 equals P minus 7. And so again, I want to get the variable by itself. So I want to get the P all by itself there. The stuff that's in the way of that is the minus 7. The opposite of a minus 7 is a plus 7. So we are going to add 7 to both sides. That's going to give me 11 equals P. And therefore 11 is my answer. So that's what I'm going to type in my box and submit. Our next one is 2V equals 18. Again, I'm trying to get the variable by itself. What's in the way of that is it's being multiplied by 2. Well, the opposite of multiplying by 2 is dividing by 2. That's how we undo it. And so I want to divide both sides by 2. If you're ever not sure what you should be doing, ask yourself what is currently being done between the two. So like between the 2 and the V, and then undo whatever it is. So currently it's multiplying it, and therefore to undo it, I will have to divide. And so when we divide both sides by 2, we end up finding that V equals 9. And therefore 9 is my answer there. And the last one here, we have D over 6 equals 7. Well, something that might help you to remember here is that a fraction is just a fancy way of writing division. If it helps you to think about it, you could also rewrite the exact same thing like this. And whichever way you think about it, our next step was the same. Because right now I'm dividing D by 6. The way to undo that is to multiply, because multiplication is the opposite of division. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 6, which will then give me D equals 7 times 6, which is 42. And so my answer that I type in then is 42, and I'm done.